You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Drag, and today I'm coming at you with another Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus, Rune's Path. So, alright guys, here's the deal. I am going on vacation starting on Saturday, and I'm going to Colorado, and I'll be there for about a week. I won't be making videos while I'm there, but I will be recording them in advance. So, you guys will still be getting uploads. Don't worry. But anyway, guys, let's jump right into it and see just how the night with Rune goes. Cannot wait. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Perfect. There we go. All right. He and Rune start eating, so I'll grab a sandwich too and take a bite. What does this taste? This definitely isn't cheese. Oh, yeah, I was waiting for your reaction. So, you never tried Brunos before? Ah, so that's what it is. I've seen it in stores, but I've never bought any. It's sweet, but savory. Salty, too. It sounds delicious, actually. Kind of nutty, but has an aftertaste similar to caramel? I don't think you're a fan. Okay, alright. I don't think I'm a fan. But maybe that's because I expected the taste of cheese, and that's something very different. It's probably just like eating a dessert on a sandwich. Yeah, it's a very Norwegian thing. It takes some time to get used to, for sure. I'd rather have regular cheese, to be honest. But thankfully, there's an apple cake, too. Nice! I was craving something sweet since Rune ate all the blueberries at dinner. Ah. So how did you like the lesson? One second. I enjoyed it a lot. It was both informative and fun. Yeah, Professor Arn seemed like a good teacher. He's a cool guy, although once he starts talking, he often gets so carried away it's impossible to end the conversation. I also thought he was cool. It's really nice of him to let you take part too. I used to go stargazing a lot, but never with a telescope. It was really interesting, much different than just seeing photos of the sky. I finished the sandwiches quickly during the conversation and finally take a bite of the apple cake. The sweet and tart flavor of ripe apples fills my mouth. Whew, this is much better. The crust is perfectly baked and crumbles easily, and the hint of cinnamon enhances the flavor. They really know how to cook. Yeah, the apple cake is nice. Oh, Carvine, I almost forgot. You found a room for today? Yes, Rune agreed to let me stay in his room. Devin looks at Rune, surprised. Rune? Really? Wait, don't you only have one bed in your room? I do, but it's not a huge deal. If you say so. So, anyway, I'm done eating and I'll better get going. It's already pretty late. We all need to get up early tomorrow. Good night, both of you. Night, Devin. Good night, Devin. Are you done, Carvine? All finished. We should get going too, then. The cafeteria is mostly empty by now. We took so much time talking that everyone's save for two small groups of students I don't know have left already. We throw our paper plates out and leave the cafeteria together, walking alongside each other this time. The lights in the guest house are dimmed, giving the corridors a sort of quiet, intimate feel. I try to step as lightly as possible not to disturb this calmness. Rune quickly starts a conversation, though, and starts telling me about living in Anslo, and I, in turn, talk about how I was living in a small Finnish town. Okay, here we are. 1 second, guys. Okay. Rune opens the door to the room and lets me in first. The room didn't change in any way since my last visit here, and yet it feels somewhat different now. Probably it's because now I know I will be spending the night here. I'm still just a guest, but this time I look around to familiarize myself with the place where I will be sleeping today. You don't have too much stuff with you, do you? That wasn't a question. No, that was a statement. You can put the camera bag just anywhere. I don't mind. And hang your coat next to mine. Cuties on display. I put the bag down on the desk, next to Rune's books. I thought I would do some more photos. I thought I would do some more photos today, but I had way too much fun with the others for that. The 2 instant photos I took will have to do as reminders of this day. So much happened today, though, and I'm afraid I'll forget most of it with time. Maybe I should start a journal with Miko. Carvin, are you there? Sorry, you put the camera down and just froze, looking at it. Oh, sorry, I got lost in my thoughts. I kind of forgot about taking photos today. I worry that a few years from now I'll barely be able to remember this day. I thought about writing a journal, but if I did, I would regret not starting it earlier. You realize it's a cycle you can never break out of. If you kept thinking like that, you would never pick up anything new. It's never too late to start stuff, whether it's starting a project or learning something new. If I had the same way of thinking, I would never start learning the guitar, because, being 21, I was already too old to become great at that. One of my favorite jazz musicians, a pianist from Japan, taught himself how to play piano starting at age 22, and went on to record widely known records with really passionate playing from him. This is something a bit different, but still, if you're considering that, I think you should just do it. Don't try to find excuses not to do stuff, because you're only fooling yourself. You're right. The force of habit is strong, though. That's why you should work on your habits. That's the best investment in yourself you can make. Anyway, sorry. I got a bit carried away here. Rune opens a bedside cabinet drawer and takes out 2 bananas from it, pointing them at me. You want one? Is that a banana phone I see? That supper was tasty, but it was a bit too small for me. Thanks, bud, I'm full. I definitely don't eat as much as you do. For me, that was a big meal. Huh, that's probably true. Maybe you want some tea? Not at this hour. I'd have problems sleeping later. I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine. That's wise. I don't drink caffeinated teas in the evening either. However, I happen to have some rooibos with me, and that's completely caffeine-free. Would you like a cup? What the hell is a rooibo? Why not? I don't think I've ever tried it, so it'll be interesting. It's a great evening drink. It's really relaxing. Rune prepares the tea. I sit down on a chair next to the desk and check messages on my phone. I always have my notifications on mute and check the messages when I have the time, not when someone writes to me. Where are you staying tonight? You found a room? Yeah, I'm with Rune. In Rune's room. Yeah, I can understand the shock. Hey, Carvin, you found a room for the night? Miko's message always has proper punctuation and capitalization, which is a rare thing to see. When I write with him, I do the same. Otherwise, I'd feel crude. Yeah, I'm staying with Rune. Ooh, silence. It takes a moment before Miko replies, but the way he composes his messages is no surprise. Okay, I'm glad. Have a good sleep, Carvin. Meanwhile, the smell of the rooibos tea reaches my nose. It's quite unlike regular tea, heavier and earthy. Okay, done. Here's your cup. Rune puts down both cups full of steaming liquid on the desk and sits down on the bed. It'll take a while before it cools down. You want to take the shower first? Or should I go ahead? I can go first. I'd definitely like to freshen up. I got quite nervous when I was playing the piano and sweated a lot. Sorry about that, Carvin. But in the end, you did very well. By the way, if you'd like to learn some guitar, how about tomorrow afternoon for a quick lesson? We'll see. I don't know how much time we will have after the trip into town. True. Well, we'll see. Okay, I'll go after you then. And in the meantime, the tea will cool down. Sounds fine. I got a bathroom kit from the receptionist, but do you have a spare towel? I think so. There should be 2 in the bathroom. Both are clean, so use whichever. Okay, good. Oh, that's pretty nice. Good to know. I just got up. I fetched the bathroom kit from my camera bag, where I kept it all day, and go into the bathroom. I first brushed my teeth, paying special attention to my long canines. I'm glad they had a kit with a toothbrush designed for Felidae. Those bigger and wider universal ones are sometimes painful to use. Then I undressed myself down to the boxers, putting all my clothes on the toilet lid, first making sure that it's clean, and look at myself in the mirror. Yeah, he's a cutie. This feels completely unreal. I still don't believe it's actually happening. I'm going to get in bed with Rune and sleep next to him, just the 2 of us alone. Leaning in, I look into my own eyes. I feel so lightheaded. I rest my paw against my chest. My heart is racing. Is it even possible that he is gay too? He was acting sort of flirty today on some occasions, but that must have just been playful joking. Right? Right? Hey, it's in my experience that straight guys usually don't flirt with other guys. My boxers fall to the ground. Just from thinking about the situation, not even Rune specifically. I got a simi. Great. Now I'm thinking about him. The fact that he's just one thin wall away is making this both awkward and hot. I shouldn't stay here for too long doing nothing, though, or Rune will start wondering what the hell I'm doing in here. I grab the shampoo and conditioner for the bathroom can, and hop into the shower. The water's warm and pleasant. Wasting no time, I open the shampoo and start rubbing it into my fur, starting with my head. For some reason, I start to wonder what's going on in the other rooms right now. Is Lake chatting with Jorgen or doing something alone? Knowing them, Lake is probably telling Jorgen some story, while Jorgen only nods from time to time, reading a book. I can imagine the scene vividly. Both of them on their own beds, Jorgen leaning against the wall, Lake lying on his belly and swinging his legs behind him. I wonder if Miko is working on his music or resting already. What about Bjorn? He seemed kind of lonely today. I hope he's fine. Maybe he stayed with others after the stargazing, and they're having fun together. I continue with the relaxing ritual, humming a melody from some Korean song I found on Stripify until I'm all clean. Feeling a bit self-conscious before getting into one bed with Rune, I use almost the whole small bottle of shampoo. Then I open the conditioner and apply it generously, brushing it into my wet fur. It's unbranded, but it smells nice. Now I smell nice too. Finally, I rinse my whole body again and turn off the water. Stepping out of the shower, I notice that the mirror is all fogged up. Maybe I went a bit overboard with the water temperature. I dry myself with a fresh towel quickly before searching for my phone in my trouser pocket to check the time. Only I don't have my phone here. I must have left it on the desk. Holding the trousers in my paw, only now I realize something. Now I have to put on my dirty clothes again. I wish at least I had a fresh pair of boxers. If anything happens between me and Rune today, I hope you won't mind that. Wearing only boxers and my t-shirt for modesty, I open the door and step out of the bathroom. Rune is sitting on a chair and reading a book when I enter the room. I couldn't have been in there for too long because I can see the steam still rising from the cup of rooibos standing on the desk. Next to it stands a Bluetooth speaker, playing some gentle ambient music. The colder air here tickles my skin, making me shiver slightly. Hey, Carvine. I'm looking pretty wild with that hairdo. Shush you, I have long fur unlike you. It takes some time to dry off completely. Yeah, I don't envy you all the brushing. Listen to this. Rune lifts the book and starts reading from it. Like trees in winter, outside the cabin window I wither. In the world where all is known and nothing will surprise me, I suffocate. The light of the moon flickers, as if trying to communicate something, but I already know what I have to do. I fold my wings and light the match. It's time to get up and move on. I'm not sure why, but I like that. Moon? Flickering? It doesn't really happen, does it? I guess we would have to ask one of our astrophysicist friends. But anyway, my turn now. Rune puts the book down and takes a small sip of rooibos before standing up and walking over to the bathroom, taking the Bluetooth speaker with him. If you want, you can just get into bed already. Oh, by the way, are you tired, Carvine? Not very. I did a lot today, and I didn't sleep that much, but it was the most exciting day I had in a long time, and I couldn't feel better. Great, then. Okay, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I'm unsure what to do now, so I just sit down at the desk and grab my cup. The liquid inside is dark and clear. The smell reminds me of autumn and falling leaves. I take a whiff, and the smell itself sends shivers down my spine. I take a small tasting sip. It's still quite hot, but good enough to drink. It's good. Not much different than regular black tea, but without any bitterness. The music playing in the bathroom is faintly audible in the room, muffled by the walls and flowing water. Listening in, I think I can hear Rune singing with the music. The light of the moon flickers, as if trying to communicate something. I lean on the desk and look out the window, but the moon is the same as ever. Drinking the tea, I continue looking outside the window until I finish the whole cup. The air in the room is a bit chilly and my paws are starting to get cold. Holding my phone, I get into bed, covering myself up to my neck. My phone has a low battery already. Well, it's no wonder. I'm surprised it lasted until now. I'll have to ask Rune about a charger. Hopefully he has a free one, or at least will let me use his for a while. I put the phone down on the bedside cabinet. I don't want to drain the battery further. Hey, hot stuff. And I'm back. Oh my. I might have seen him shirtless before, but it was definitely in an entirely different context. This time, I'm in his room, and he's about to get into bed with me. Oh, were you cold already? What? Left you speechless? Rune, you're not helping! You're a funny guy, Carvine. Hope you don't mind, though. I usually sleep like that, and I didn't bring pajamas with me. If that bothers you, I can put on a t-shirt. No, it's okay. I don't mind that at all. Quite the contrary. I'm glad, then. I wouldn't want to get a good t-shirt all crumpled up. Rune puts the speaker back on the table and grabs the cup with rooibos, taking a big gulp. Still warm and tasty. I hoped we could do something more today, but it's already pretty late. Sorry, but that won't be the most exciting sleepover in your life, Carvine. Absolutely incorrect. Actually, I hope he won't notice how excited I am right now. It's hard not to stare when he just stands before me like that. I managed to sneak a peek or two in the showers, but now I dare to look at him more openly. Even from here, I can tell that he smells clean and pleasant. He must be using a jasmine-scented shampoo, because that's what I can mostly smell. Despite having relatively short fur compared to me, he has a nicely fluffy chest and similarly quite a lot of fluff on his underbelly. I'd love to just press my snout against his chest and inhale his scent. Looking even lower, there's a deliciously sizable bulge in his boxers that he does little to conceal. And it doesn't leave much to the imagination. Carvine? Yeah? If you like looking at me so much, maybe you'd like to feel my muscles. I gulp loudly. Oh, he can't be serious. My cheeks feel hotter than a PC left alone to mine fluff coin. Crypto joke. What? Ah, yes. Carvine, the master of eloquence. Gosh, Carvine, you're so easy to tease. Although, that would surely make for a more exciting sleepover. Come on now, we should get some rest before tomorrow. Do you want to read a bit or something before going to sleep? No! That reminds me, do you have a spare charger? I have something better. A power bank. I have 3 of them. It might come in handy tomorrow in town. Rune takes out a power bank from the bedside cabinet drawer, already with a cable plugged in, and passes it to me. Here you are. Thanks. So anyway, I'm beat. I'll be going to sleep now. You can stay up if you want. I have a rather light sleep, unfortunately. I might wake up and start walking around the room or go out. If that happens, I hope I won't wake you up, but I'll try to be quiet. I'm a heavy sleeper, so that's not a problem. I envy you, then. I haven't had a good long sleep in... well, I don't even know how long. Okay, so, good night, Carvine. Rune walks over to the light switch and turns it off, then gets into the bed next to me. To my dismay, he keeps as far from me as possible. He turns around for a while before finally finding a comfortable position. The only sound I hear now is his heavy breathing. I obviously couldn't notice that before, but all his breaths were long and deep. Good night, Rune. It's hard to be sure in almost any completely dark room, but I could swear I saw him smile. I put my head down on the pillow and closed my eyes. This better not be the end of Rune. But it's absolutely impossible to switch off while I'm lying next to Rune. I lift my head and look at him again. My eyes got used to the darkness, so I can see him faintly in the light of the stars that blink outside the window. Looking at him like that, sleeping peacefully, I feel a longing rising in me. I want to get closer to him. Not only physically, I want to get to know him and understand him. I want him to want to spend time with me. I want to stay up late at night and read books with him or listen to him play the guitar. I want to see him smile. I want him to turn over and snuggle me now so I could fall asleep in his arms. Aw, damn. Come on. If only I could reach out and touch his sleeping snout. better not be it. This better not be it. Okay. Day 2. Alright. Yes. More content. More content! The moon is bright today. Oddly bright for an early afternoon. It hangs in the sky like a giant clock on a perfect blue wall. When I was a kid, I imagined the moon was a giant light bulb, its surface matted with cosmic dust, the light shining from within. Sometimes I still forget that it doesn't glow on its own. Just as all life on Earth, it's all the energy of the sun. The weather is perfect today. A pleasant 22 degrees, cloudless sky. The light wind carries the smell of blossoms. Springtime. Time for the Earth to wake up again from its winter slumber. Alright, guys! Oh, that was a nice episode. It wasn't quite as raunchy as I wanted it to be, but there's hope there. There's hope there for future naughtiness. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell until the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!